Sorry, no lo siento. Sorry, no lo siento. No lo siento. No lo siento. Sorry, no lo siento. No lo siento. No lo siento. Sorry, no lo siento.
Mija, lístate. Ponte lista, mija. Ponte lista para otro capítulo.
Otro capítulo de...
Vamos a ir a misa, pero no esa misa. Vamos a ir a la misa de Sorry, no lo siento. That one time we went to the Church of Healing with Nicole. This time we're going to the Church of Sorry, no lo siento. Oh, well.
Here we are.
I don't know who gets offended when I say things like this, but happy 4th of July.
I know, right? It's there might be. Happy 4th of July.
For real, people get all, you know how it's all.
El 4 de julio.
I don't like this country, so I don't wish. You know, so many people be like, I don't celebrate 4th of July. Man, I'll celebrate anything that give us a day off. I don't care.
Yeah.
You got to remix the meaning of it and make it mean something different to you. You know, independence, that's debatable. But welcome a otro capítulo de Sorry, no lo siento. There's the godmother right here.
I know. R.I.P. Celia Cruz. I love her.
I was trying so hard to find a fireworks song, una canción para el día del 4 de julio. Pero no encontré nada.
No. Nada. I didn't either. I looked. I was like, canciones de fireworks en español.
Yeah, so did I. But the next best thing that I thought was just, okay, well, what's more? I typed in summer vibes. Let me get some summer vibe songs, because I can see this being played on 4th of July, you know?
Yeah.
And then also we'll get into kind of a little bit about fireworks, because I mean, they're also used for celebrations. They're also used for things that it's not necessarily just about
4th of July.
I mean, 4th of July. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, this will fit. Oh,
ay, que la vida es un carnaval.
She's a goat.
I know.
She's like a Cuban gold, a Cuban, like, how do you say it? Gemstone for the Cubans. I think she's Cuban, right?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Cubana.
That's like their queen.
Mm-hmm.
That's like our Selena, I guess. Sometimes I'll be wondering if Selena was alive, like how would, cause she was the closest thing. I mean, she would have been our Beyonce at this point. For Latinos, she would have definitely been the Beyonce to us, because J-Lo, I wouldn't put her there.
No.
She's big in our community, but J-Lo don't stop the world when she drop anything, really. You know, Beyonce just deletes her Instagram and everyone's, oh, she's coming. We don't have anybody in our community that I know of that's on that type of level. And Selena, I think, would have been that level. And obviously, if Aaliyah was here still, there would be I don't think there would be a Beyonce. I don't think there would be a Beyonce. I mean, there's room for all of them, but you know what I mean.
All, yeah.
You know what I mean.
I was listening to Selena yesterday in traffic. I was like, wow. I was kind of sad because, well, she was La Reina del Tex-Mex, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she would have, because she was doing Spanish and English, although I preferred more her Spanish.
Yeah.
Songs.
She was trying to cross over.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it, but
no, but
that's someone that I wish we would have got to at least seen if it just evolved in the game. Mm-hmm. Not even necessarily, I mean, music-wise, yeah, but just to see the different business ventures she would have branched off into, you know.
Definitely.
She would have had the Spanish community on lock.
Oh,
and I think they've been trying to imitate that since then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Cardi B, for example, that I think to me that's just wait till she starts giving you like actual Spanish records, like but not the rapping turned up Spanish records, like with the lot, because she's done them, but I'm talking more about. I don't know, maybe she won't ever do that, but I think I feel like the industry has been trying to imitate Selena ever since then, because we have a big market. I mean the Latino market's huge, and they always try to find one that they can, bank off of us with. And
Yeah.
I guess it's J-Lo. And Shakira's not she's not Hispanic. I mean, she is Hispanic, right? She's Colombian?
Yeah, she is.
Shakira? But Shakira
she's
too
Hispanic,
is not.
yeah, but
She don't give you that Beyonce.
But
vibe.
didn't she do that one song with Beyonce?
She did.
Mm-hmm.
She did. I mean, have you seen that documentary on Netflix with the J-Lo one, the Super Bowl one?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like watching documentaries because I watch documentaries of artists and stuff like that to see. I read between the lines when I watch documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
Every time an artist has a documentary, there's definitely some type of occult stuff that goes on in the making of what they're doing. That's like, okay, that kind of makes sense of why.
Mm-hmm.
Like she described the whole cage thing and why. Remember her Super Bowl performance? She had the kids in the cages.
Yes.
And she was describing basically like the inspiration and why she wanted to do it that way. And it's like, you can make it sound cute all you want, but no. No. Well, we're here.
Yes,
Capítulo, what is this?
9.
9. Plática 9. La plática de fireworks. De cohetes. I'm assuming that people that speak Spanish know them as cohetes. I don't know. Because it's called, what else is it called?
Fuegos artificiales.
That sounds too, like, official and correct. That doesn't even sound like, that's just too long. Cohetes, something artificial. What is it?
Fuegos artificiales.
Yeah, nah, that's too tongue twisty.
Yeah.
That is too tongue twisty. Hold on. Let me see. I'm recording myself today, so I'm a little bit all over the place. So bear with me.
Here we are. We're trying our best.
Because I'm just so unprepared. Okay. We need an intro song. The SNLS chant.
You think? Or what about more of a song?
Nah, because it's too long. It needs to be short. Or something in Spanish. We need to find someone that can do a Spanish, that can cross it over. That can give us both.
Mm-hmm. Add it to the list of what we want to do.
Okay. Let's turn up. While I figure this out real quick.
Oh, we're going to turn up.
If you're ever in Calle Ocho in Miami, they definitely be blasting Celia Cruz.
I love her, yes.
Loud through the street. Everybody playing dominoes outside.
That.
In the street. You got all the OGs out there with their fake jewelry on. Thinking they ill. The old heads, like the 50-plus-year-olds, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They be in their wheelchairs and their canes. They be fly for no reason because... Yo, it's humid out there, and they be fly for no reason.
Have you played dominoes out there?
I did it. Oh. I was just soaking in the culture, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was just observing. Well, yes, bienvenido a otra plática de Sorry No Lo Siento. This is episode 9, and we'll get into today's episode, our topic a little bit later. We'll start with our Que Tal segment.
Que Tal?
How's it been with your grandpa? You still taking care of him?
Nope. Yesterday was my last day, and I came home yesterday, and he was like, "Are you coming back?" And I was like, "I might see you on Saturday," but I was like, "I'm not coming back between now and then." And he was like, "Okay." He's with my mom. But I talked to my mom today, and she was like, "Oh, your grandpa said you took good care of him." And I was like, "Oh, good." I was like, "Don't forget to put his show on at 2 p.m. I told her, I was like, "He likes to watch Family Feud at 2, even though he doesn't understand it. He likes to watch it."
Oh man, I want to be on Family Feud so bad. I always wanted to do it.
Yeah, me too. But I don't think my family would. Besides, like my brother.
It don't gotta be families though. It can be like companies or businesses.
The Overly Blunt Network on Family Feud.
For real. The OBN versus any other network.
That's funny.
Or the OBP pod versus another pod or something. SNLS versus. We need at least 5.
Yeah,
4.
you need people. So.
Well, it'd definitely be us 2, and then Dennis would be 3, and then we just have to figure out the last 2 spots. Yeah. I don't know, but I'll be down. That would be fun.
That would be
fun.
That's
good.
Yeah.
That you're not taking care of. I mean, is it good that you're taking care of? I don't know.
It's like bittersweet, because it's, the time is done. But I kind of, I don't know, we spent quality time together and we enjoyed each other's company.
I mean, that's all. Yeah.
That's all. That's it. But it's time to get to regular life, recording, being in my own space. All of that.
Yeah.
But it's
taking
good.
care of someone elderly. I don't know. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. And I applaud you because
Thank you.
I just can't. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can do it. It's just like I told you last episode. I'm selfish, and I'm always thinking me first. And if it's gonna make my life harder, then why do that to myself? If it's not my responsibility,
correct. Yeah.
Yes, I could be the bigger person. I could be the nice person, the loving person. But then I'm the one that's screwed at the end. I'm the one that's the headaches. I'm the one with the
resentment.
Exactly, and then wanting people to like, I can't believe no one's helping me, and they see that I'm struggling with. They don't want no one. Well, you took that upon yourself, and you can't 100%. Feel sorry for yourself.
You're 100% correct.
Yeah, and that's how I felt when I brought in that family when I that came in that one year.
Oh yes,
that's how I felt. Yeah, during that time. Because I wasn't taking care of them, but initially it was 3 of us that were kind of like, okay, yeah, we'll bring them here to your crib, but we'll all be involved and we'll all be, checking up on her, helping with the kids and stuff like that. But the other 2, they were able to leave when they wanted to. As soon as I'm cool, it's just too much going on. They were able to leave. I lived here and I was here with the kids and her, and I started feeling like that. And I wanted to help, but that one it was a little bit different because we all came to the same agreement, and then I was the only one that was stuck, just with dealing with the living situation,
Right, and sometimes people don't meet their end of the deal, and that's what makes it also really complicated.
Yeah, and you're frustrated. Yeah,
yeah.
Because eventually, and then I just I voiced it. I told them, and they were like, "Nah, we feel you. We didn't know you felt like that. We understand." But they did come help because I wasn't the one that was just like, "Yo, come live with me and I'll figure it out." No, it wasn't just me that we all talked about it. We're like, you know what, this would be dope. Let's do it. We all contribute a certain type of way. So that's why I was like, nah, like I'm not the only one contributing. No, and I had to correct that. But if it was just me, I can't expect people to just have my back when I'm the one that brought it upon myself. You just can't, so that's why I think about things and it's like, I want to help you, Grandma, but. Especially right now, like just trying to like really just balancing the work life and just creative life and
pod life.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. And it's just a lot going on. Just not a lot going on like that, but it's just, I see mom like she's stressing more now, and it's just sometimes I do want to just be like, forget this and just work more, because Because I'm all for like investing. I'm all for doing things like that, like setting yourself up for the long term. But I need money today, like right now, like in this instant, in this second. So I need fast money. And so I've been just dealing with, should I go get another job? But if I do, I know that's gonna take a lot of time from me just doing creative lifestyle. But if I get another job, I can afford to hire just more people, have more of a team. But then that's going to the team. It's not going to my mom, and I need to send more money to my mom, and it's just. And I understand that this could be potentially the ticket out of here. Once this works, that's it. So I understand that, and that's why I don't give up, because I know 2-3 years from now I'm gonna be regretting it. Like, yo, I should have never gave up. I should have never stopped. I should have just kept going, no matter how much of a headache I had, no matter how much of and that's entrepreneurship. Yo, as of late, I've been seeing so many memes about like who said entrepreneurship is easy. Like if you're coming into this because you think it's an easy game, like it's not meant for everyone. And I understand, because it's so easy to throw the towel in. It's so easy to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just get a job and just not worry about building the business and just getting the secure paycheck every 2 weeks. And then today I was actually having that conversation with my mom where I told her, I was like, Mom, like I think it's so sad how people are content with being poor. Like that, it baffles me. I've been thinking about it. Like, people are okay, like especially like older cats, right? Like sometimes I'm looking at my uncles that are like 50 or like 40, 50, and they're still working the same job they were when they were in their 20s, and they're not getting. I'm probably getting already paid more than them doing what I do. You know, and I'm not doing anything crazy, but I be seeing that it's like, you want that to be your life? Like when I see older people at fast foods, it's like. I get that the dollar's worth more here than in your country, so to you, just working at fast food is worth it. But like that's it. You just want to be there for the next till you're 70 at a fast food joint. Like that's life to you. And I was like, I'm coming to the realization that people are just comfortable with being poor and being in the situation that they're at, and as long as they're able to get by, that's all they care about. But to me, it's like there's more to life than that.
Yeah. I had the same thought this week too.
My mom was like, yo, cause she goes, well, you know, we need workers, we need people to still pick the fields and stuff. I'm like, I get that, Mom, but that has to be let's put age limits on this. Why not? Why can't people do that from at least 18 to 21 and then move on to something else? But then you have the people that are just come over here, are uneducated, they're illiterate, so they just stick with that job. But it's sad that they stick with like that job forever. And they make a certain a certain amount of money, and that's basically their cap, and that's all you're gonna make for the rest of your life. So I just think if you're gonna come over to this country, why not start a business? To me, that's the whole point. If you're gonna come over to this country, start a business. Like I said, I understand the dollar is worth more here, so you just working at a fast food, the life is gonna be a better life than it was in your country. I understand that, but then now your life is sharing a house with 3 other families. You know, because there's no way you're going to make it just working a fast food joint by yourself here in America.
Well, perspective. I mean, now people at fast food joints make a lot more money. I've seen it. But I mean, $18 to work at McDonald's.
But you still need help. If you have a family, that's not doing nothing.
It's not doing anything, of course, but it's more than it was before. I mean, I feel though, this is just my 2 cents. I feel like I feel the same way. I was like thinking about, it's so hard to build a business. You know, you have to be a content creator now, because how are people going to find your business if you're not on social media? And part of me was like, you know, I could probably work retail, fast food as a second job, not use much, you know, just simple things, and make a good amount of money as a secondary job, you know. But I always think to myself, well, it's like I can make a lot more and enjoy myself and grow and expand through my business. But entrepreneurship is not for the weak of heart, because you constantly are feeling, you know, is this enough? Why didn't I get any clients this week? No one bought from the shop. You know, it's like this constant, like, what can you change? How, you know, the algorithm now plays a role. And
sometimes though, like, we just want it to happen so fast.
We do.
That's really
We
what it
just-
is.
We want that
And that's the
overnight
thing.
celebrity. Yeah.
And that's the thing about being an entrepreneur and embarking in your own journey like that is that damn, I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
To touch on that, I'm just random. It's like, for me, it's like you have to constantly be building. Like you said, it's not going to happen overnight.
Right.
I was under the impression that I was going to be able to record all this content while I was taking care of my grandpa. That didn't happen. I brought my ring light. I brought this. I was able to record for the pod, but as far as my business goes, I was just not there.
Yeah.
And the reality is that a business owner, if you're solely just relying on your business only and you don't have any other type of income coming in, you can't really just say, oh, I want to stop.
Yeah.
It's not like your job where it's, oh, I have a check coming. It's all good.
I think when your hand is forced sometimes, like when you don't have nothing, like you don't have a job, nothing, then you just dedicate more to that, and I think sometimes it pops faster that way because you're putting all your time and energy into this. Me is like, I'm up early, I'm up 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to go to get ready for work. By the time I get home, it's 10 a.m. Yeah. By the time I record it, 5 p.m., like I've almost been up a whole day, and I do labor at work. I'm lifting, bending, doing all that stuff. So it's not like I'm just sitting at a desk where I'm not tired. Like I'm physically tired when I get home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might hit the mota, and then I get a little sleepy. But for the most part, I'm able to still, like, I'm surprised at myself because people always say, I hear people at work that go home and they take naps right when they get off of work, and they're surprised that I never do. And it's like, I'm not gonna take a nap because I'm not that nap type of person.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'd be surprised at myself that I'm able to go sometimes a whole day. And sometimes when I'm recording the OB stuff, I don't go to sleep till 10, 11 p.m. And that's basically a whole day of just being up. So yeah, it's tiring. And like you said, it's so easy to just throw the towel in. But I think that's the whole point of entrepreneurship. Like you said, it's not for the weak. And they want you to get discouraged. They want you to just be like, you know what? Let me go get a job.
Yeah.
It's already there. It's already built. But like this, like entrepreneurship is a sacrifice, but eventually it gets to a point where like once OB Media Network blow up, like I'm not gonna be the one that's always on here doing shows. I'm gonna have the revenue's I'm gonna be creating the revenue with other different shows or different talent.
Producing and
exactly. Right now you gotta put the work in. I think we wanted it to happen so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, yeah, I've been potty since 2017, but have I been consistent with this since 2017? No. The first year I potted for like, I did 50 episodes, 55 episodes. I potted half a year probably.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took a whole year and a half off. Didn't come back till 2019. Recorded until the pandemic happened, where I was kind of forced to switch the direction because no one wanted to come to the studio anymore because then everyone was all, ew, blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
So that ended episode 50 as well, something. And then Conspiracy was the longest that I've ever recorded a pod. Conspiracy, I even ended up doing 2 times a week. Like I was really investing my time into that, and it benefited. I benefited from it. The fan base did grow. My name did get out there, but obviously now I stopped that too. So then it's like I'm losing those followers. I'm losing them, that crowd. So like I need to just pick something and just stay with it, and that's where I'm just like, and just dedicate no more seasons, no more nothing. Just go. So Sorry No Lo Siento and OB, like that's gonna be my main 2. Like I don't think I'm not gonna stretch myself out to do another show. Obviously Chris X Matt content that's eventually will come. I'll start doing solo interviews and solo things like that. But as far as like a show, nah, just these 2 I'm keeping for right now. And then everything else is gonna be just shows that I just produce on OBN.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully by next year around this time, I'll have another show under my network because I've been talking to a friend that
things in the works.
Yeah, and I just really been thinking of getting behind on the technical side of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really do. I was having that conversation as well today with my mom, and I was telling her like, every day at work, when I'm at work, I'm just constantly I'm working, but I'm just thinking all the time. I'm working, I'm just thinking, and I'm thinking like, what can if this don't pop the way I want it to pop, or as fast as I want it to pop, especially with the pressure that I'm putting on myself now and that I feel just with my mom dealing with what she's dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what can I do? And I know that it's gonna be media. I want to be in the media space. And I wouldn't mind being behind the scenes though. Like if it don't work for me, I'll make it work for someone else.
You still want to be Chris X Matt, the producer.
Yes, I still will be in
Yeah.
all that. I'll start.
Right.
I'll keep a whole network. I'll continue to do my thing. But if it don't work for OB, it don't work for me. If people don't like me as a host, as a personality, if I can't just win the people eventually, then whatever. I'll go behind the scenes and I'll start producing some of the best shows, and my name will still be amongst the names, you know.
Yeah.
So eventually, I don't know, because there's money in that too.
Mhm.
But and I just even right now, just dealing with all the engineered trouble and all that stuff. Is like if I knew how to mix my own audio, like that'd be game changer right there. Like
Yeah.
video, I can always find a better video editor, someone that can do a way crazier job than me. But I ain't mad at where we're at with it visually.
Mm-hmm.
Audio, I'm happy with the last episode. I'm happy with this new engineer, but it's a little pricey. You know, I'm getting what I'm paying for.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's not generating no money yet, it's like, do I want to cough up this money? And especially when my mom can use the money, you know, it's just a lot of dilemmas got going on in my head because I pride so much on my work. I pride myself so much on my product that I don't want to deliver audio like Conspiracy was, which it was so low. It didn't sound all nice.
But even though the audio was low on Conspiracy, you had followers. You had people tuning in who were there for the experience and for what you were delivering.
It's just me getting in my way again, like always. But my mom asked me the same thing. She goes, "Why can't you just put it out? Like, why do you want to?" I mean, because it's my art. I'm putting this out to the world. And with Conspiracy, like, I didn't know it was gonna do what it did. You know, like I didn't know it was gonna do that. Like, grow it didn't grow like exponentially crazy, but I didn't know it was gonna grow even at that pace that it did. I never thought I would have a Hotep Jesus on my show, or Nick Hinton on my show, or Human Vibration.
Right.
I never thought I would have these people on my show. So to me, yeah, I got a following off of it and it worked, but I stopped it. And that's why I'm like, I shouldn't have stopped that. I should have just kept going. I should have just kept building that. But no, I didn't. And that's why now I'm not stopping no more. Once OB comes back, like that's not coming to an end no more. I'm not doing seasons. I'm not doing ending here, ending there. Like, I have to consistently put out episodes. That's right now, even too. If we go through another engineer hiccup, then I can't stop. You know, I just can't stop. I have to stop making excuses for myself to stop.
Right.
Like, just because there's no engineer, I can't record, just because it's not gonna look and sound the way I want. At least right now, what matters is putting out the product. Just put it out. Let the people hear it. But the way I study this and how I see it, it's just like, like I know how I want it to look. I know how, but I just like, can you afford it? And it's like, I can't afford it. And I haven't met the people that it's like, you know what, bro, I got you. Like, yeah, let's build. Like, let's do this. Cause everyone's trying to get their mony right now. So I get it. Like, I get it. Like, dudes go to school to learn this trade, to mix, to do editing. Like, this it ain't play for them. The same way it ain't play for me, it ain't play for them. So they want to be compensated. Yes. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad. Like, get what you're worth, bro. If I can't afford you, I can't afford you. This is what it is. But like today, y'all, I wanted to cancel today because we didn't have someone to record us today. And if this becomes like a daily thing, a weekly thing, then what? I'm just gonna always be like, okay, we're not gonna record today.
Yeah, and I think too, it's good that we're transparent with what we go through on our show, because I thought about it too. I was like, are we gonna record today or not? But then I didn't say anything because I'm like, no, we have to record today. Yeah. Even if whatever, like I was, I got this little background going right now. Like I was trying to figure things out. It's all a process. It's not super easy. And I think that some people are fortunate enough to have connections, to have money, to have people put them on. We're just here with what we have, giving you the reality of what it is,
Yeah. I've been telling myself, don't stop speaking on things, but sometimes we're just talking, and then the thought just gets the thought just comes to my mind,
and it just comes, and we have
just say it. But I don't know. I'm also getting to a point where I'm also realizing that I just need to have a lot of people on hand. I mean, accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not have a bunch of different people that can record me? And when it comes to recording me, it's not hard. I just need someone to learn how to just, make sure that everything's running right, be able to Google stuff for us. Like, I just need, honestly, I don't even need someone that knows too much audio, because you're not mixing and mastering. I just need you to
Be present.
be over there.
Mhm.
If I need you to pull something up, pull it up, whatever. So, and I had a few people. Obviously, some of them it's just pride and gets in the way of me asking them to come over and help me out. But
Pride.
I need to start just I need to start getting more people to come
Mhm.
that I'm able to hit up and just be like, yo, can you come record me today for the night? And honestly, I should just even do that, where I should just pay them per every time they come. Like, every time they come, here's like $40. Like, just sit over there and record me. $50 every time someone comes. Just record me real quick.
If you're interested, please email us at.
But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. It's just a lot of battling in my head, a lot of back and forth in my head, a lot of what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna hurry up? And you can't hurry it up. It's all like, it's corny, but it is divine timing. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. And you just can't give up. That's the main key. You can't give up. You can't give up. You just can't. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep doing it. No matter if you don't want to do it. Like today, because I knew we were going to have an engineer. At the same time, I was like, I don't feel like recording then today. So I fell asleep. And then I woke up at 4 and I was still like just groggy sitting there. And I'm just like, and I started texting you too. I was just like, Nicole, I'm so out of it right now. I'm not even trying to record. And then I said, nah, bro, like, just go record. It is what it is.
I had a feeling, but then I was like, nope, let me get the Zoom link going. let me get these things in place.
I know. Usually I would have everything already set up so I can just go. And then today I was like, at 4:30, I started setting everything up, and it's hot in here, so I had to turn the AC on, let it cool off in here. So yeah. La vida es un carnaval, for sure.
It really is.
Yo, have you heard? This is so hard right here. Watch. You've heard this, right?
Who is this?
The youngin' is coming up. This is hard.
This is new to me, everyone.
I love how they're remixing like the cumbias now and rapping over them in Spanish and stuff like that. The creativity is just expanding. I kept telling Tony, like, how come they don't sample Spanish music? Like, a lot of these corridos, corridos tumbados and all this stuff, the flow and melodies they use, I'm like, how come rappers ain't stealing these? Like, this is hard, how they're saying things. How they singing, how they cry in the song. Like, it's just so fire. So I don't know why, but I heard this the other day. I forgot how. It's so crazy how I consume music, but that's not here nor there. But
that's for the episode. Them music.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, well, that was basically what's been going on with me. So
that was our Que
Tal. Moving on to the next segment, Recalentado. I wanted to heat up last week because it slipped when you said it. But what's bear spray?
So bear spray it comes in a large canister, and it's like it shoots out. I've never had to use it, but it's like pepper spray. So if you've ever used pepper spray, same concept, same kind of ingredients. Has the instructions. It has like a safety on it. You take the safety off. You spray it. Hopefully there's no wind blowing back on your face.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like pepper spray, like you would pepper spray a human. Just like if the bear is charging at you, that's when you want to spray. If they're showing some sort of aggression towards you or coming towards you, you want to spray them. And then that gives you the opportunity to remove yourself from the situation. But it's like chili oils or some kind of oils.
So they don't. Yeah. They just don't like. They don't like the smell.
They don't like it. It deters them. I don't think it hurts them, but I think it just.
I was listening to. I always catch things when I'm editing. So I was editing and I was editing and I heard that and I'm like, wait, how come I didn't like ask that? Because I'm like, what? I'm over here thinking like you said it like if it was mosquito spray or bug spray, like you just put it on yourself real quick. So I'm like, what the heck is a bear spray?
And I know people who have like cabins or who live in the like up in the mountains, they'll use certain oils and put them outside of their home or like near the windows to.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the bear doesn't like it, so kind of keeps them from getting really close.
Imagine one night you think someone's breaking in, but it's a bear. Like, no gracias.
No, thank you. That would be very scary.
Oh, so your birthday's coming up, no?
My birthday is coming up in July.
The 11th, not the 11th.
Nope.
The
Get another guess.
It's in the teens, right?
Yes, it is in the teens.
The 16th or 17th?
17th.
Oh, I'm good. I remember. I'm good with birthdays. I remember birthdays a lot. I'm very good at birthdays. So you have the 8-day energy too?
Yep.
Wow, Nicole.
I know.
Wow. You're at 8 and your man's at 28?
Yes.
Wow. Crazy.
I know.
Any plans?
Might go to Tahoe.
Again?
Yeah, I like to just, I don't know. I'm kind of weird on my birthday. I like to.
You're over the turn up stage, huh?
Yeah, I'm way over the turn up stage. If anything, I might do something with some friends at a winery because I'm a wine member and you can do these like picnic events.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have a few friends, but that might be either prior to my birthday or after my birthday. Set it up.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm over the turn up and going out and the drinking and the shots. And anyone who knows me really well knows that my birthdays have always been turn up.
Turned up.
Yeah, like very. Everyone shows up. It's like at a bar or at a brewery or someone's house, you know. So 37, I'm going to be 37.
Wow, I'm going to be 29 in October. 29, dog. Oh my God.
Oh, to be 29 again.
Yeah, but it's just pressures still, man.
There's pressures when you're 37 too.
There's pressures, yeah, for sure. But I just know, I really need my 30s to be like that. Like I know what I want to do now. I know what I want to do in my life, and I'm very clear of what the direction I'm trying to go in. And like I need this next decade just to go amazing. Like
I don't know why.
Career wise,
yeah. No, I see that for you. I think for me, I think my decade don't ask me why, but I think it's gonna be my 40s.
Your 40s.
Yeah.
And then there's time is just whatever, you know. I'm not even to put a timing on it, but I just feel the more the pressure now because of our situation. So like
things happen and
I want to I'm just trying to rush it, and I know I can't rush it, but these next 10 years is pivotal. But ain't no stopping potting. As long as I got Wi-Fi, as long as I got internet. As long as I got this microphone,
we're good.
Where I'm uploading, I don't care. I do not care. Well, I do care because I need it to sound nice.
Yeah, you want it to sound nice. Quality, but also.
You know what's sad is I actually want it to sound nicer than how it looks. I do.
That's your focus. Audio is more of a priority for you at this
podcast
time.
Is audio.
Yes.
Yo, if I had a successful pod with no visuals, I would not even do visuals. Like if I was able to get thousands of listens and stuff like that consistently every week with just audio, not even like a little Zoom one, like a little Zoom video, how people do nothing, like it's just strictly audio, like I was doing Conspiracy. I would do it.
Yeah.
I would do it because all this camera, like cameras is cool. Don't get me wrong. That you need that for the social media. But if I had a name, if I was already a big person, like in the industry where I tweet something and people go crazy, or whatever, I post something, people go crazy, I would definitely just do strictly audio. Because like I said, once you have the clout, like less is always more.
Yeah.
Less is always more, and that's what I strive to get to that point. I need to get to that point. And I need to start shaking and baking. I need to start getting into spaces that I'm not like. I need to get out of my comfort
It's time for you
zone.
to, get out of the comfort zone, network, put yourself out there, meet people.
Yeah, and I think I need to start doing that. I think that was gonna be. I think I'm gonna start doing that way more once. It's sad to say it, but once I don't have my dog anymore. My dogs will like, I feel like will hold me back because I have to always be home at a certain time. I have to come back and deal with them. They don't like being outside anymore, so they're more indoor dogs. But I can't leave them inside all day because they don't like going to the restroom inside. No matter if I put little pads and stuff like that, they won't use the restroom. They go to the carpets, and it's a lot that goes into just taking care of them still. And even today, I mean, it's sad. My mom finally took yesterday she took the dog that we've had for 16 years. She took her to put her down. Yeah.
She put her down.
She put her down. The little black dog that we've had. Her name was Belle because she was old. You know, she was already blind. She didn't have a sense of where she was at and stuff like that. But she still ate and she still slept. Like it was still, and she was small, so it wasn't much of a struggle to deal with her. But recently she had like an ingrown nail, so her nail had grown into her little paw, into her toe.
Aww.
So it was stabbing her. It was inside. So she kept trying to take it out, and I was trying. Me and my mom were like, my mom showed me, so I was trying to pull it out, but she would just cry and butt, and she wouldn't let us. So I made an appointment with the doctor. I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, let's go get it fixed. I'm like, and she goes, I'm not gonna pay all this money. I'm like, Mom, that shouldn't be hard. Like, it's just taking the nail out of the thing. Like, it should be under $200. If it's under $200, then let's just do it, whatever.
Yeah.
And instead, my mom took her to because she was like, I'm gonna take her to the pound tomorrow instead, because they have vets there that they do examinations and stuff like that too. So I'll see what they say, because if they say that I can put her down, then I already have the okay, then I can do it whenever I want to do it. You don't have to do it then and there. But if they do the evaluation and they see that your dog is already eligible to just get put down, they'll give you the okay. So when you can go to a vet or anywhere else to put them down. And so my mom took her there, and they told her, like, they gave her the okay right away. Like, yeah, they saw right away. They saw her, and they were like, yeah, she's done already.
Her quality of life.
Yeah, her quality of life is not good. So my mom, like, I woke up. Yes, when was it? Yeah, I had woken up too. I fell asleep. I woke up, and then my mom, they said something, and I was like, oh, where's Bella at? And then they're like, oh, Mom took her already. And I'm like, you're lying. And they're like, yeah, they took her. Oh. And then I was just like, man. So today, I got home from work, and it's just, I mean, I'm used to hearing the little patitas tapping on the floor,
Aww.
you know, like, because we have the wood floor, so I'm used to hearing it while she's here, and I was just walking around, bumping her head into things. And I started crying. I teared up a little bit this morning. I was like, damn, I really let go of her. Like,
yeah,
like this year is really like a 22 year for real. Like, it's just, our lives, it's just being destroyed. Like, we have to rebuild the way we think, the way we're approaching things, the way we budget. Everything is just like rebuilding now, right? So I do feel like the destroyer energy, like, we lost my pops. Now we're losing this dog. Now I start thinking about my dog Pebbles. I'm like, I know she's coming up next too. So then when I was about to get in the shower, I started crying too, because like my mom was telling me how, like, she took the dog, they gave the procedure, whatever, and then after she gave the dog up, they were like, oh, you can say your farewells and stuff like that. And my mom, she starts crying and everything like that. So I put myself in those shoes, and I started thinking about, like, man, imagine, like, if I just give him Pebbles, because my mom said they put a leash on the dog, but because our dog is just, she don't know where she's at, that she can't walk with a leash no more. So they had to pick her up and take her. So in my head, I'm thinking, like, imagine I take my dog, they're going to put a leash on her because she can still at least walk, and they're going to walk her. And for me, and I started thinking, like, me just saying bye to her. And I just started crying. Like, I can't do that yet.
It's hard.
It can't be this year yet. And regardless if it happens next year or the year after, like it's not gonna be good when it does happen.
Mm-mm.
But I got scared. I don't wanna feel this, and I know I'm gonna be like super down again. And to lose like all this, everything that I'm losing, I'm not used to losing things, and everything just being lost in one year is like, I can see how people get depressed, and I can see how it messes with the mental. But man,
That's a lot. A lot
What
of
is-
loss.
yeah, it's a lot of loss. And I'm not the only one. People experience this, you know. But
All
now
the
it's my
time.
turn. It's my turn, and it's happening to me, and it's new to me, new feelings, new emotions that I've never dealt with. So, and to still put all those just in back of your mind,
Mhm.
to still continue with do what you got to do. Even today, I had that thought came into my mind where it's just like, did you take enough time to yourself? Did you get back to it too quick? Were you trying to rush yourself? Like, and I can answer that myself, and it's like, yeah, I do feel like I came back into this fast, but it's also because of the pressure.
Mhm.
The fact that it's like I can't just take the whole year off right now. I can't. Like, we got to keep going, especially now that I have this, you know, dealing with moms and everything. It's just like I have all this going on where it's like I can't stop right now, dog. I can't. As much as I don't want to pot sometimes, as much as, you know, I am sad and I am probably distracting myself from feeling, it's just do that. Keep doing that, because at least you're still working and you're working towards something.
You're working towards that goal.
But yeah, you gotta have your own mental health check sometimes. And
Yeah, it's very important to check in with yourself when you wake up throughout the day. How are you doing? Do I want to do this?
Yeah. But let's get into the Plática, because we're about to be an hour in and we haven't even got to fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh, la Plática de fireworks, los cohetes. Now, basically, I mean, when you say fireworks, people always assume like a 4th of July comes into mind. Because that's usually where people watch fireworks shows, right? When it comes to 4th of July.
Yeah. 4th of July, I always watched them at the state fair, because at the end of the night at the state fair, they would always do the fireworks show.
Regardless, just any time this fair was going on, right?
Yeah, every night.
Or 4th of July only.
No, they would do it. They would have it at night.
Right.
But not just 4th of July. They would do it, and I love watching fireworks shows. I think they're great. They're so cool to watch.
Well, I hope everyone, you know, had a great 4th of July.
A safe one.
A safe one for sure. If you're listening to this, it's already the 5th, so I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday yesterday. And yeah, we had this Pláticas about fireworks, obviously, because, you know, the holiday festivities.
Mm-hmm.
It was tricky to do the fireworks because I was trying to, like, should we talk about 4th of July? But I think it all blends in together, because the only time me and my family actually made a thing about fireworks was 4th of July. And it wasn't even a thing to where it was like we'll go above and beyond. It was just more so of where we're gonna watch them at. Whether it be here in front of my house, because we have a hill, so either we'll go on top of the hill, watch them there, or we'll go to a certain park that got the best, you know, show. Sometimes usually our 4th of July tradition was going to the beach.
Oh, nice.
We'd always go to the beach every 4th of July. We'd go to this beach called Corona del Mar here in Southern California, and I think it's also known as a thousand step beach. And we used to always set up in the same spot. My aunt next door, they would always, because they were the early birds. They were always the type that they, like, every time we would set up events and things to do with our families, they were always the ones that would be up early and be there at 7 a.m. to hold the spot and, you know, do all that. And we'd be getting there like, you know, 9, 10 and stuff like that. But they would always go early, get the same spot, we would never go in the sand. We'd always have a little spot that had the grass area. So we'd always be there. And then sometimes we'd catch the fireworks at the end of the night there at the beach. And that was the best, I think, at the beach, catching them there, because it was just, you know, they hear the water, hearing the waves hit, but then you're seeing all the fireworks over the water. Like, it's dope. It was super nice. And obviously you're in like a Newport area, you're like in the bougier area, so it's always gonna be a nicer show. But yeah, that's the only time we made a deal about it during 4th of July. But obviously, prepping for this episode, I started realizing I started thinking about other events where people use fireworks. And then I started thinking okay, well, parades, and parades there's always some commotion, explosions. The sporting events, yes. So every time someone wins or it's a championship type thing. Well, the outdoor ones. If it's an indoor one, then no. Mostly soccer and baseball and football.
Football, yes.
Yeah, they get the fireworks. Weddings.
Yes, that's a good one. So my friend Scott, when he got married, everyone got these sparklers and did these, they walked through them. We did a little tunnel of sparklers. It was cool. Yeah.
Definitely weddings. What was the other one?
Semana Santa. I know that in Nicaragua they do that for Semana Santa.
Yeah.
I think some people do them for I don't know. I've seen people do them for their own parties and stuff like that. They just do their own whatever birthday, light up some fireworks or yeah.
But it's safe to say that 4th of July is where everyone makes their firework money.
Right. That's where everyone's making the most revenue.
Yeah, because even if some places fireworks are illegal, depending what state you're in, depending what city. I think it goes even city to city, huh? I think every city has different rules. Counties and cities, yeah. So, if you're somewhere where they're illegal, there's someone in your area that has fireworks. There's always that one person that goes somewhere and stocks up on fireworks, another one slanging the fireworks during the time, and 4th of July is coming up. Fireworks season's coming up because they start a month early.
They do. It's so annoying too.
Mid-June, I'm not saying they go crazy, but yeah, you start hearing the fireworks here and there,
at
one
night.
Here and there. My neighbors next door, they go off. They stay throwing fireworks.
Illegals, and I always find just illegal ones or regular ones.
Honestly, don't even know the difference.
Oh,
I don't know. I know there's crazy ones, but I don't know what's considered illegal and what's not considered illegal. But they're always throwing fireworks up. But they're not annoying with it. They'll let it out. They'll let one here, two. Some nights they throw 3 up, but that's it. It's not like it's back to back to back to back to back. But I feel like they do it to let us know, yo, I got the fireworks over here. Pull up around the corner over here. We got them. And usually, especially in the hood and communities of color,
there are lots of fireworks.
And they continue for the next week after 4th of July as well.
All night. All week. Next week. That's how my parents' neighborhood is. We would light fireworks and then people would come over because my parents have a big front lawn and just get their lawn chairs and everyone would just be drinking beer, whatever.
Yes.
Get a blanket and you would just watch the whole from all directions from my parents' house. So it was a free show.
That is true. There's a lot of times people setting up in the street on the curves. People show up early just to get a nice spot to watch fireworks.
Yeah.
And I always found that intriguing because I never cared that much about fireworks.
Really?
Ever. To me, my first memory of fireworks, yeah, cool. They look cool. They're nice. You see the colors. I can see why as a kid you're more intrigued by it. You're more ooh, ah. But by the time you're at least 12, between 10 and 15, it's okay. I don't care.
You didn't light your own fireworks when you were a teenager?
Nah. See, I've never been a pyro either. I've never been someone that plays with fire. So okay. That never drawed me. Not because I was scared. It's just I just didn't care. I was whatever.
That just didn't. Yeah,
It did nothing for me.
Did you? So you didn't have a favorite firework?
No.
Oh wow.
No, I don't know that. No.
See, that's interesting because my brother loves fireworks. He loves it. And when we were small, when school would, when you're on summer vacation, we would get our grades and, what do you want for getting good grades? Oh, I want to go to the fireworks stand. But
really?
The trick was you go on 4th of July because everything is on sale.
The day of.
And so my brother would always want the biggest box. He would just save his money up or I want the big box. Sometimes my parents would be like, no, you can get, this is your limit, So we would be like, trying to like calculate what we were going to purchase. He's always loved the Piccolo Pete. It's the one that makes like a really high pitched sound. And I think like people like hit it with a nail on the bottom or something, and it makes it louder, and then it pops when you do that.
Yeah.
I always love the flower blooms. So they're like this big, and they have
That's the one that goes like.
no, it like spins.
Oh yeah,
and it
that's
changes
hard.
colors and it creates like the little bloom. So I like those because I always light them, and then I would kind of toss them because then they would spin all, and I would light a couple at a time, so it'd be like all different colors. And then we would get smoke bombs because we just thought that they were cool.
Yeah.
Especially like if you lit them before it got dark, you could actually see the color of the smoke, the different colors.
Yeah.
And of course you had to get sparklers, and you write your name on the sidewalk. Or
You see that? I don't know.
you never
Maybe
did that?
But I think it's because our parents were never the type to like buy us the fireworks. Like they never were like, oh come on, let's go do some fireworks. It was just more like, let's go see them.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we what else?
Certain uncles would be like, here's some fireworks. Actually, my uncle was crazy. We're talking about fireworks. It just came to mind. My uncle gave me some fireworks probably 5 years ago. I still have them in the closet. I have not used them at all.
Wow.
And they're cool ones too. And I haven't
think
used
you
them.
should maybe just light them for a special, I don't know, something random. Maybe random.
I don't see
It's fun. Did you ever?
I don't know.
Did you ever get the one?
Especially as a grown man, Nicole. Like, what's so fascinating about? Like, to me, it's more so about like you get more fascinated about just lighting it. You're not really like, oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. Men aren't doing that. Men just want to light something up and watch it explode.
That's true. I think it's cool.
But to me, it's just like, it's cool once you're like before you're 10 years old.
I don't know. We still did it in high school. We would get those little popper ones, the ones that you throw on the.
Well, the older you get, those things start having the wars.
Yeah, we used to throw the poppers at those little. That's what they were called, and they would hurt, and you would like throw a bunch at each other, or I don't know. We would just sit there and.
You know which ones are hard though? The ones that like just poof, 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 poof.
Oh yeah. Like the
you
box.
light them all up and it goes, yeah, it goes boom, 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 boom. That is hard. That one's hard.
My brother would take a bunch and he would like line them up, and then he would just like light them as fast as he could. So then they would just all be like going off. He likes that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I've always liked water more. I'm more so where the water's at. Fire stuff doesn't really draw my attention.
Yeah, fire kind of frightens me. My dad always had a rule though, because people would come over, like when we were in high school and they would light fireworks. A bunch of people would come over, and my dad would be like, hose, bucket of water, and you have to clean up, and you have to sweep everything up and throw it away. And
yeah, they're messy, huh?
Yeah, they leave a lot of dust and garbage.
Yeah.
Thankfully, no one ever got hurt at our house, but we always had the hose ready. And
okay, so while all that's going on, while all those explosions are going on and everything's going crazy and everyone's just doing things like that, what happens with the pets? You have any pets?
Oh my gosh. Oh, so I have never had a dog or anything like that, but I know people who, like neighbors and stuff like that, who had dogs who would they would give them something to calm them down, or they would just leave them in the house, like not let them into the backyard, because some dogs get so freaked out. I've found so many dogs like that.
Oh man,
that have been in the streets, and like they already have really good hearing, so I'm sure for them it's just like this intense, frightening, scary, loud. I mean, some dogs are afraid of like thunder and lightning. So now think about something artificially lit that's just going off. And I mean, even I think cats probably don't like to be outside when that's going on. But I think if you do have pets, you should just keep them indoors. Don't let them out. Don't let them out into the backyard. Because I have yet to see a dog that enjoys fireworks.
Well, funny you say that. Because you know when they say that dogs are like their owners. You know where I'm going with this, or no?
Yeah.
Well, my dog Pebbles, she could care less about fire.
She's unfazed by them.
Like, no, like, don't get me wrong. She's outside and she hears a pop. Yep, she goes right up and she goes right by the door, but she don't cry. She's not like, like, she don't go start going crazy to let her in or like that. She's more just like, yeah, it's my time to go in. Like, cool, y'all can have that. I'm gonna go inside. But very unbothered, very just like, yeah,
Over it,
y'all can do that, but it's time for me to go inside. And the other one, though, my other dog, Heaven, she's the crier. She's the Even when she's inside the house, sometimes the neighbor lets a firework go off, and I hear her already. She's inside, and she's like,
Yeah, they get scared. It's scary.
But Pebbles isn't just chilling, just laying down, like, shut up, like, it's whatever. We're inside the house already, like, relax.
We're safe.
But it's sad. Yeah, it's sad for the dogs. Like, especially, and it's sad when the people don't care. When people still just leave their dogs outside and they just like whatever about it. Like it's just it's sad. It's sad. I don't like when I just see people have dogs outside. Like when you just have them outside, either chained up or just have them outside. Don't give them don't pay them any mind. Like my dogs, I don't take them out and walk them and all that stuff, but they're inside in nice AC all day. You know, they go outside when they want to go outside. They sleep inside so they don't get bothered by the noises during the night. Like
they
I also
eat
noticed
well.
that they eat well. Yeah, I cook for them every day. I don't give them dog food. I actually cook for them every day. It's like, yeah, like, and it's sad when people just think dogs are like props or just security dogs just to watch something, and like, to me they're more than that. But
yeah, they are definitely more than that.
To each their own. But it's messed up on that day when they're going crazy. They have the little sensitive ears, and it's like a war outside. You know, everything pop, 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 pop.
That's when the most dogs are picked up and taken to the shelter.
Really? Mm-hmm. And that's because of probably those people that went out for the 4th. They're at their fireworks show and it's going crazy back home, and they have no idea
that their dog either has been running the streets, freaking out.
And the only reason he's on the streets is because he was freaking out and found a way out.
Yeah, they want to get away from the noise. Yeah, there's a lot of shelters that are full right now, and so they were saying to please make sure that you have your dog chipped or secured properly, because they're going to end up at the shelter, and it's an unfortunate place for a dog to go.
I know. Sad.
It is.
Well, when I was doing this outline, right,
mm-hmm.
I kind of started I don't know how I stumbled across it. I think I wanted to just find out like what fireworks were used for. I forgot what I typed in Google, but then the history of fireworks popped up, and I started learning myself a little bit. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know all this. I didn't know Chinese started the fireworks. And I guess how the idea of fireworks came about was that they decided to light bamboo on fire, and they noticed that it was like an explosion.
Wow.
And initially, and it was crazy because I don't know if it's true or not, but this is what the article was saying. It was from the Smithsonian. I did say it? Smithsonian. I don't know.
Smithsonian.
But they basically were saying how fireworks happened accidentally. That there was an alchemist that he mixed sulfur, charcoal, and potassium nitrate because they were trying to find immortality. The Chinese were trying to find immortality, and then they realized that didn't work, but they found like some type of, that's how gunpowder was created basically. And I was just like, what? That was hard.
I noticed that most fireworks are made in China.
Mexico has a big firework plant that got caught on fire.
Yes.
But when I found out the Chinese used it, I started thinking about all their festivities, and then every time you see
they
turn up.
They do for Chinese New Year.
Yep.
With the dragons and that's so cool to watch.
A lot of explosions and celebrations. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that, and I didn't know that initially they were just orange. There weren't even no colors. The fireworks that we see now, how we're used to them being colorful, that didn't come into play until the 1830s.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's a little background of fireworks. Let me see. And then I guess they were used for military, for war techniques as well for the Chinese. And now, fast forward to now, it came to America. It says when English royals weren't competing with Europe for the best fireworks display, King James. Hold on. They were introduced fireworks to their 13 colonies across the Atlantic. If you ever wondered why we celebrate Independence Day with these colorful explosions, you can thank the British and John Adams. On July 2nd, 1776, 2 days before the Declaration of Independence was signed, he wrote this to his wife. This will be the most memorable in the history of America. I am apt to believe that it will be celebrated by succeeding generations as the great anniversary festival. It ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade, bonfires, and illuminations, aka fireworks. I guess that's cute, but it's cute, but it was interesting. I'm like, okay, wow, I didn't know. I never cared to think about fireworks becoming a thing. But because they're whatever to me, I don't care. Let me see. Yeah, actually, I had that on the outline too. Fireworks be annoying.
They do, though. I think it's just like, okay, so with illegal fireworks, the M80s, I don't know if you know what an M80 is.
But how can you tell what's illegal and illegal? You can tell based on the sound?
Yeah.
Why? What's the difference?
Well, most illegal fireworks don't shoot up all the way in the air.
Okay.
Like the ones that you see at the state fair or at the ones that like the rockets that shoot all the way up, those are most of the time illegal. The M80s, the ones that shake your house, like those little tiny ones that you light and it's just like sounds like a bomb is going off. Those are illegal as well.
I've definitely have heard some of those around
the
here.
M80s, yeah. Those are those are so loud.
Yeah.
But most legal fireworks are small. They stay low to the ground. They may go up a little bit. They might go up and it's just like it dissipates. It's not this huge like explosion in the air. And because as you know, illegal fireworks are why there are so many fires. I mean, during fireworks, there's a fire hazard, but 4th of July is like the worst for firefighters, because illegal fireworks, you're not supposed to. That's why they're illegal in certain counties, because depending on, if there are a lot of apartments, for example, like in the Bay Area, I believe that fireworks are completely illegal, if I'm not mistaken, because there's so many fireworks in buildings that once that goes up and it's still hot, it can land somewhere and just start a fire.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people will, at least I know in Sacramento, people who will take the hose and they'll just like water down, like put water on their roof. So if something hot does come down, the roof isn't dry, it'll kind of put it out.
Damn, that's a whole culture, man. If you're watering your roof.
Yeah, because some areas are really like, you're worried about it. Like, oh.
That's wild. That's what I'm saying. Like, it
never occurred to you. Like, my dad used to always go in the backyard because they have a big backyard. He would water everything in the back just to, give it a nice little soak. Because I know.
I guess, I don't know. Go ahead.
I know someone who, this is a true story. I know someone who her parents were sleeping and an illegal firework, because fireworks, like any other product, they can misfire. They can have some sort of issue. The firework, I guess, didn't go up like all the way. It ended up only going partially up and then came down on their roof, and it was like caught on fire, and their house caught on fire. And her parents are elderly, and luckily she was spending the night there. So she smelt the smoke and was able to get her parents out, but their whole house like lit up super quick. And so that's why
that's why I don't play with fire. You just never know with fire.
You just never. It's something that you think you can control, and then it's out of control.
If a cigarette can cause a whole bush fire, whatever they call those, the ones on the side of the freeway.
Oh yes, a grass fire.
Yeah, a grass fire. Like, What do people in the desert do? They don't throw. How do they throw fireworks if everything's just dry and hot?
And
Like
that's why
that's more dangerous out there. No,
I don't know.
I just don't see the big deal. Like I really don't. Like right now, it's just I seen that you wrote that your brother bought a fireworks from your niece.
Yeah, when she was a
Was a
baby.
baby.
Her first 4th of July. She had her little 4th of July outfit. She was a baby, okay? And he was like so excited to just like have her look at this stuff. And it was funny because she was like crying so much that day. But I mean, yeah, they like wrapped her up and everyone's like propping her up to have her see. He was just so excited to show her, you know.
That's funny.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't. I'm always like baffled, not baffled, but I'm always kind of like wowed when I see people that are super into something that I just never thought you would be super into, that someone would be super into, you know? So like, I know fireworks are a thing, like they've always existed my whole life, but I just never, because they're whatever to me, I never knew the
There's
importance
a whole
people
world out there of
put.
fireworks.
Like when we talked about tattoos and like the whole tattoo culture, it's like, this is a whole firework culture.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about any of that, but there's people that definitely go to different states to stock up on fireworks, come back
here and
got the illegal ones, and people go to Mexico too and get some fireworks. Like it's just,
I had a
it's
friend
a thing.
who brought some back from Mexico, which they were practically like M80s, but they were wrapped in colored paper. So they actually looked like candy. So that's how they brought them back, was in like a bag. Like they put them in these bags. So it looks like you're bringing back candy. I don't know how they got these through. This was years ago, pre 9/11. But yeah, I was like, what is this? And then, you know, he was just lighting them in the neighborhood and it was like the houses would shake. And I was like, whoa, this is a little bit scary.
Too much.
Yeah.
Sound like Afghanistan in here.
That's what my brother says, is like some of these are just like so loud. It's a lot.
It's just annoying. Like, can you stop disturbing the peace, yo? Like, damn.
It really is. Like people have to sleep. People have to go to work.
But then like I say that, but then it's like I live in the, I hate saying the hood, but it's borderline the hood, right?
Mhm.
I'm like, I hate, like it's always loud here. You always got the sirens going. You always got the ambulance going. People always blasting music when they're driving by. People burning out. You can hear it from a mile away. You can hear the people racing. Like that's what happens when you live in non-white areas. Okay.
You know, do you ever see the people who do the burnouts and it's like there's people with the fireworks in the street and like the fireworks are going off and they want to do a burnout over the fireworks.
Quema no quema, cuh. With the mamalonas. Yeah, no.
And I'm just like, what?
And if you ever pay attention to those videos, it's always in the hood. They ain't never in like no bougie area. And since we're on fireworks, there's definitely a difference between the bougie fireworks and the hood fireworks.
That's correct.
If you like, the bougie areas are gonna have the more controlled way of doing things. It's gonna be nicer. It's gonna be a better flow of things.
Mm-hmm.
You come to the hood, depending what block you're on, the cars might be blocking certain streets.
Yep.
People are in the streets throwing fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's throwing them up because they're illegal. They're running back in the house, so you don't, that's when you're in the hood, you see all that going on. And
it's like when you're in the hood, it's like when people like the cars know, they're like, oh wait, I'm just gonna wait. Like cars will wait.
Yeah.
There'll be a whole line and they'll let the fireworks go, and then people will be like, okay, come through.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It is. That's how it was in
thing.
our neighborhood. Like we would be like, hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You can pass. We're gonna.
And that's why I didn't like watching fireworks like at the parks or when we watch them at the beach. The only reason I didn't really like it is because it was more regulated and more like.
It's a show though. Sometimes they put music and the music, does
the show. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that's called. Choreography with the fireworks.
Yeah. But just everything in the hood's just more active and fun.
It is.
It's more excitement. It's not as bland as.
They have like the carne asada in the front while you're watching the fireworks.
The front yard be the party,
right? Yeah.
Like it's like when Cat Williams was like, "I love partying with them mother effers." He goes, because all they need is a fridge full of Coronas and a dance floor.
Now that you say that, I remember one year, one of my cousins, this was a long time ago. She had someone DJ, but the DJ was in the garage, like in the front, and they had a block party. So they actually organized to close the street. So they just had fireworks. Everyone brought their own coolers. They had a DJ.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Hey, man, people plan.
Yeah. Summertime
thing.
fun. Yeah.
It's a thing.
So I have to ask you, because since you said fireworks are not a big deal to you, did you ever do the fireworks show kiss?
Let me see. I don't think so. 'Cause I don't remember any romantic setting that I can put myself in that I can remember. I don't think so. Wow. No. Mm-mm. No, I haven't. No.
Oh. None.
If I did, I don't remember. Because the last few 4th of July I do be turned up. So if I did, I just don't know.
Oh.
Which is bad, but I don't think so. No. Because I don't even make a big deal like that about 4th of July.
See,
I'm very like, hold on, let me say this real quick. Because I'm always like, I need to be outside more. I need to be with people more. But I think people stop hitting me up because I say no a lot. Nah, for real, it's a thing. Like, think about it. If people are always inviting you to do something, you're always kind of like, nah, I'm cool. People eventually gonna stop hitting you up because they just assume you're gonna be always saying no. I don't know. I don't like kicking it with people.
I get it.
And right now, like even at work, you know, they keep trying to make me go to I don't know if you heard of Hong Kong and TJ. It's like a strip club.
Oh.
It's like a strip club and TJ, and my coworkers keep telling me like, oh, let's go to Hong Kong, blah blah blah, do this, do that. And I'm always just like, nah. And then the other day, finally they said, bro, so what do you do all day? Like, well, you don't do nothing. You're not trying to do anything. Go out. And I'm like, yo, what I do on my free time is totally different what you guys do on your free time.
To each their own, for sure.
Yeah, I tell them, I'm like, because they all know I pod. I'm like, when I'm not at work, bro, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my pod. Like, I'm not. Like, even today, actually, my coworker, the same dude, was like, he goes, oh, bro, all you need is like $500 and you'll be good. And I'm like, bro, you know what I can do with $500 right now? That's like at least a cool 5 episodes I can get mixed, first of all. Like, you know. Like,
you're looking at it from a totally different perspective.
Yeah, it's like, no, I can put that all into some equipment. I can always add to the studio right now. Like, there's no reason for me to spend $500 at a strip club, bro. I don't even go in there with that much money when I'm here in the States. I only spend $200 tops. That's all I spend every time I go to the strip club. I'm like, and that's not all the time. That's like probably once a year when I go. So, but I'm not like, I don't look at it like that. And it's just young mentalities, you know. I know I'm young still, but I never had that mentality of like that people have. I just want to turn up and have fun. And
yeah, no, I get it.
Never had those bachelor vibes where all I have on my mind is women and you know, and having fun like that and drinking and going out and just spending money and nah,
not for you.
Nah.
So when I read on the outline about the fireworks show Kiss, I actually have had one in Santa Monica on the Santa Monica Pier, but I think it was New Year's. I was dating someone years ago, and it was like, everyone was like 3, 2, 1. And then it was like all the fireworks. It was like, Happy New Year. But that was the only time. That was it.
Yeah, I always see people make a big deal about it. Obviously now with since social media has been a thing, you know, everyone posts that every year, and
everyone's like, here it is.
They're kissing, selfie with the music playing, you know, corny.
Yeah, so corny.
Maybe it's corny because I haven't experienced.
I don't know. Maybe, you know, in the future we might find Chris with, you know, this great reel. And
look, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna do corny stuff, but it's always gonna be because the girl's gonna want to do the corny stuff.
Okay.
Like I'm never gonna be the dude that'll be like, nah, I don't want to do that just because it makes me look corny. Like if this is what you want to do, I'll give you your firework kiss, whatever. Take your picture, post whatever you want to do. Handle. You know, I don't care. You know, but to come out of me to be like, yo, let's do this little thing, like that's not me.
That's not you. But I'm
gonna let you do your thing. Yeah.
To participate.
Yeah. Do your girl thing.
I don't know. I've never been like that, but I think it's funny because I see guys who will like be carrying the tripod for their girlfriend and like set it up to take.
I don't think I would do all that.
No.
And I wouldn't do the I'm with her, she with me type thing. I want the matching stuff. I don't think I'd do matching outfits either.
No.
Nah. That to me is like top tier corny. Like corny. And I'm all for doing like if my girl wants to do it, I may look into it. I may be like, okay, whatever. Whatever, you know. Last night you did what you did. Like I got you today. I'll wear your shirt, whatever. You know, you gotta give and take.
It's about give and take, yes.
Okay, moving on. I feel like we went through all this, but not in order.
Correct. We jumped around today. It flowed better. I feel like we were just talking and.
Was your family safe? My family was always safe because they didn't care either. Especially once we got older. Like I said, I think it was more of a commotion when we were younger, and our parents cared more to like take us somewhere nice to enjoy them. But once we all got to, you know, over 10 years old, at least when we were 15, it wasn't
anything for you.
Yeah, our parents were more just like, if you guys want to go watch them, go up to the, you know, go do your thing, go with your friends or whatever, go watch them. But they weren't really like pressed to go see it, especially after being at the beach all day. They weren't trying to go out when they came back home.
Yeah,
they're like, cool, y'all can go handle that. And yeah, maybe until I have kids is when I'll get back into that.
Back into the fireworks.
Yeah. Or even a girl, you know, because that's the thing when you have a girl too. Like they're like you're always invited to things. She's always either she's like, yo, come with my family to do this, come to this, or I'm doing something, come do it. So you always have more things to be around each other. So I can see myself doing that. Like being with family and it's like the fireworks are going on and I'm just there chilling with my girl and we're watching them. But whoops. Mark that down. Mark 2:22 or an hour and 22. Okay. Well, palabra del día. Let's end this show with palabra del día. Una palabra del día.
Oh, look.
Es la palabra del día.
That's real worthy.
I need to we need to make little songs for each segment. So every time we start a segment, we just play the little
palabra del día.
Like palabra del día. and me and Dennis always be like, sorry, no lo siento. The way your mom said it was so comedy though. It sounded like an old lady saying
I told her, I was like, you got the views, Mom.
Yeah, but the way she said it, like, sorry, no lo siento. That's fire.
I should have had my grandpa do it, but his sorry would have been just like, what?
I know. I already did Dennis's video thing, but I need to take the audio and just play it on here. Sorry, no lo siento.
No lo siento.
Sorry, no lo siento. No lo siento. That's crazy how that just came about.
I know.
See, that's why I always thought like Dennis is creative in a different type of way, and I always try to make him like see that, like, bro, because he's always like, I'm not interesting, bro. People don't want to be like, I'm like, bro, like you're a character already. You're already like you, like I be with you, I smoke with you, I hang out with you. You're funny when you do dumb little things like that.
He's very much himself, and I think that the creativity just naturally flows.
Like I used to always say sheesh and yes sir, but then I started saying yes sirski and he started saying it too, but he's the one that was just like big yes sirski. Like he always adds that flavor to it. Yeah. So then like even we had this little song too that I'm working on the reel for that one too, but it's like this he goes, it's the big Yasirski, smoking on Yasirski, something Yasir. I forgot what he says, and it makes no sense. But like that's what I mean. Like that's Dennis right there. Like he'll make things out of little words and stuff like that. So, like Good Brother is Dennis.
Shout out to the Good Brother Dennis.
And Good Brother is it's already a people say Good Brother, but no one says a Good Brother. No one says it like that.
Sister, I love hearing from him.
That's Dennis.
That's Dennis.
No one says fire.
Fire.
No one says that.
So like
Dennis is
Dennis is the person who will put a smile on your face for sure.
For sure, yeah, for sure will. No matter how much I could be mad, he's gonna do something that I'm just like, I'm gonna crack a grin because it's like, bro, you're dumb, but that was funny. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
oh man, so shout out to good brother. But what is the palabra del día, Nicole? Because I don't know.
Palabra del día. We had talked about using cohetes, which is the term that most people use for fireworks.
Yes.
But then I, for whatever reason, when I was trying to find music with fireworks, I was like, canción de fireworks. And I was like, canción de cohetes. And I couldn't find anything. So then I was like, what is the like formal term? As you know, we've gotten into these discussions about formal words in Spanish.
Mhm.
And so I put fireworks in and it said fuegos artificiales.
Artificial fires.
Yeah. That's what. There was also another word, but I have never heard this before, and it was el petardo. I have never heard that for fireworks.
El petardo.
El petardo.
That sounds ugly.
Yeah, I was like, So those are
The palabra del día is slang this week.
yeah, the palabra del día is
Cohetes.
slang. Yeah, slang for sure because
Cohetes. Yeah, cohetes is how we say fireworks in Spanish. I don't know where that comes from, where it derived from. I don't know why cohetes. Like, what's a cohete really? Like, is there a real word definition
I'm
for that?
trying to look it up right now.
What does?
So some people say that it's a stick of dynamite.
Yeah, but see, like the slang word for gun is also cohete.
I just saw
Spanish.
that.
Yeah.
But I've never heard it.
And I've heard that. Yeah,
have you?
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard uncles say like, "Oh yeah, tenía el cohete," something like that. Yeah, I've heard that. A cohete is a firework. You say it's called a petardo? Is that what you say?
El petardo.
It meaning may be expanded, I suppose, to include sky fireworks, but strictly speaking, in a noisemaker.
Ah.
Okay, so it's like a noise.
Do people?
Cohete, noun. Mexico and Honduras means plural. A noun. It's a firecracker. A Mexican in Honduras is a pistol. In Mexico is a stick of dynamite also. In Chile, it's a joint. And Mexico is also means drunkenness. And Latin America means fart.
Okay. What about triqui-traca? Have you ever heard that term?
Mm-mm.
That's like a term too for like noisemakers. A triqui-traca.
So I'm going to use it in context for you guys real briefly.
Okay.
Let me see. Al señor... No, my bad. Let me see. Al joven Chris
Oh.
no le... let me see.
Rewind.
El joven Chris no le gusta los cohetes. Easy, but yeah.
Easy. Which is Chris does not like fireworks.
The young man Chris.
Oh, the young
does
man
not
Chris,
like.
excuse me. Yes. El joven.
Joven. I like when I was working retail and then the older Hispanic people always see me and they be like, "Oh, joven. Joven, ¿me ayudas, joven?" Yes, I will. But yeah, cohete.
Cohete.
So many, but yeah, I've heard it for a gun. I've heard it for I've heard it for fart as well. I heard people use it in that context. I've never heard it used being used as a joint, as
No.
drunkenness, or just those two. I've never heard those. But and sometimes when people use it like for like a fart, I remember I heard one time someone say like, "Oh, te echaste un cohete, huh?" And I didn't even need to like, you don't even need to know what cohete means. Like, it just makes sense when someone says that, you know, like, because it's just like a fart, it's a loud noise. So I guess it does make sense. It's a noise.
So in Nicaragua, they're called triqui-tracas.
Triqui-tracas?
Fireworks are triqui-tracas.
That's too long.
So I remember my grandma used to be like, "Van a comprar triqui-tracas?" And we'd be like, "Yeah."
Los triqui-tracas.
Yeah.
Triquitracas, cohetes, fireworks, did I say patatero?
Petardo.
Petardo.
That sounds
Petardo.
very like
Formal.
yes.
What was that word that we saw was formal the other day? One of the palabras del días. I don't know what was last week's palabra del día. You remember? Let me see. It was one that was super formal in Spanish too. Oh, the water tank one.
Oh, alberca.
Alberca, yeah, that one. That one was a thing because was talking about it with my mom, and my brother. We had a whole debate about it, and but alberca really is just like a water tank, like anything that holds water.
Anything that holds water.
That's a alberca. So I get it, but the right term was the piscina, huh?
Piscina.
Piscina, yeah. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoy La Plática today.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Ya jugué esa canción.
Yeah.
Boo, DJ, boo.
I feel like we should have a Sorry No Lo Siento playlist.
Well, I know every song that we play every episode, we just throw it on the playlist. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people that listen to the pod and then you want to hear the song.
If you want to hear it,
go push play.
Yeah.
But wow, good sister. Another Plática down.
We made it through all the trials and tribulations of the day. Got to really talk about some real topics as well as La Plática de Fireworks.
Yes. Capítulo 9. La Plática de Fireworks. And otra vez,
Gracias.
I wish everyone had a great holiday, a great weekend. I don't care if you don't celebrate the actual meaning of it. At least I hope you had fun with your family. Hope you had a good pool day, beach day, lake day.
Carne asada day.
Carne asada, beer, cerveza.
Agua de Jamaica.
Everything. Tacos, whatever you're going to indulge in. Because I know 4th of July usually gives you hot dog, hamburger vibes. But if you have tacos, I prefer that.